Hello everyone, and this is Alexi Maniac, and welcome to this little talk today because I wanted to make a long time now, for these 2 months, a comparison video between Star Citizen and Elite Dangerous, but it just, well, in my thoughts, the two games are just not comparable. You know, the Star Citizen, it's a total different beast, and I'll go a little bit about what prevented me from going more into Elite Dangerous and enjoying that game a little bit more, at least until we get Star Citizen, because I would love to have a space simulation I could play right now while we wait for Star Citizen to just get more features. And because I believe that in the next 3 or 4 months, the way Star Citizen now is developed and the things we saw now in the last, I don't know, month or two, you know, I'll show a little bit of that, the procedural planet development, the AI that they're making, which is absolutely amazing. I love what they're doing with it, because I honestly think you won't know the difference between AI and a human player if there is not a visual cue that will say, you know, this is an AI and this is a player, because the behavior that they're doing is just amazing, as I said. Because my vocabulary just won't let me express myself as I would love to, because English is not my native language, so I just have to make do with the words I know and the words that come to mind when I want to say something, because usually you get those well, I get those kind of blackouts, and I can't remember a specific word that I need at a specific time, so it makes it all much harder. And you know, when you want to make a point, you know, and want to make some kind of explanation to people, you pick your words very carefully, and you go through your mind, you know, wait, I want to say this way so it gets my point across the right way, and people don't misunderstand, or something like that, you know. And when it's your native language, you're doing that in your head while you're talking, and you're thinking about different words, what will be the best one you want to use at a specific moment. But it gets even harder when English is not your native language and you're trying just to remember any word that would just, you know, make the point you want to make. So yeah, enough about that. I already talked about that a little bit, but I don't have a big fan base, so I think many people that watch my videos are just new, so I had to, you know, say that and get that out of my system, so you guys just have that in mind while I talk about it. Now, Star Citizen has made some great progress, and I think they've been making huge progress the last 3.5 years. It's just that the back stuff that we don't see, that goes behind the development of a huge game, is just something that developers know what they've gone through, and what amazing progress they've made, because that's the code behind the screen that we don't see, and we have no freaking clue, you know, how advanced or how much progress they've made. But if you follow the ATVs or the RTVs and Star Citizen development in general, which I think many people are, because we are really passionate about this game, and it's for a reason, you know. I wanted to touch on so many subjects, because there's some things that just annoy the heck out of me, and I just had to say this. First of all, like, you have people saying, you have these huge idiots who are throwing so much money at Star Citizen, buying these ships. They half of them, they can't even fly yet, you know, stuff like that. And let me just explain something to you. All those people, and sadly I'm not one of them, because I have a base package and my financial situation just doesn't allow me to buy many ships from Star Citizen, and that's the only thing that's stopping me. It wouldn't stop me any other way, you know. I would probably be also buying some ships, and it's not because I am an idiot and I've been fooled by Star Citizen, or, you know, I've been scammed to throw money at them or something like that. No, it's because we want to flip the finger to the whole fucking gaming industry, who's been serving us the kind of shit that we've been playing the last 20 years, because the technology has evolved so much now that we don't have to use our imagination, which, oh my god, irritates me the most, because I can tell you one thing: I have a freaking huge imagination. Always had it as a kid and still have it to this day. And it's not because I'm saying it, it's just because people around me are constantly saying that to me. So I don't have a problem with my imagination, but I still have a problem immersing myself in Elite Dangerous, for example. Now, I don't want to get this to a point where this is a rant how Elite Dangerous sucks. No, that's really not the point. I would love Elite Dangerous and to have a space simulation I can play right now, and I don't have to wait for Star Citizen to come out. Even though I know there's absolutely no game that will come close to Star Citizen, because the things that they are doing and what we are getting in that game is just gonna be mind-boggling. I honestly think that, and in the next 3-4 months there's a majority of people that will finally see, who are not following. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who are following Star Citizen and are well aware of, and that's why they throw so much money and all that, what this game will become. But a lot of people that are just on the side and just see Star Citizen as a money grabber or something, because they see $100 million and people throwing money in it and go like, man, these are fucking idiots. And they're right to think so, because the gaming industry has all but done us right the last 20 years or something. You know, we were scammed over and over again. Like, I don't know, big companies like Ubisoft, or, you know, a game like Division. Yeah, I had something in my throat there. I mean, you know, the 3 years ago they show you one thing, and of course when the game comes out, it's nothing like the freaking awesome demo that they made, you know, and you had people pre-order and throw money in it. And that's just one of them. I don't want just Division as be the example. There's so many games that we're lied to and then served up totally something different. So I get the skepticism. It's totally a valid point to think that. And my point is, the people are throwing money in it because they want to flip the fucking finger to all those companies that would love to get that money. Trust me, they would love it. Their eyes are flipping and seeing those dollar signs and going nuts like, how can we get that freaking money? I want $100-something million for my game. You know, and that's the point, I think, for most people here, because they saw what Chris Roberts wants to do, and they saw the potential, and the game that we're finally getting, it's honestly something that we waited for, I mean, all our lives. The people who are throwing money are probably people that were somewhere my age, you know, in their 30s. And so they've been gamers for a long time now, and we saw the gaming industry evolve from a few lines on your screen to a beautiful graphics and sounds and whatnot, you know, to the amazing gaming industry that is today, I wanted to say. But it's far from amazing when a guy needs to ask people for help to just bypass all those companies and publishers and whatnot, that so that he can make actually a good game. You know, that's the sad part, and that's why people support it, and that's why people throw money at him like crazy, because they want to say, yeah, we want that too, we want that awesome game. If money is what's your problem, like for all those developers, here is the money, here's the fucking money, just sit down and make a fucking game the right way. You know, that is the point. So unless you're following Star Citizen and development of it, I don't think you will get why people are doing it, you know, because you need that information. You need to know what's coming, and you need to be aware what they're actually making to just understand why people are throwing so much money on it. But enough about that. That's not the only thing I wanted to talk about here. So let's talk a little bit about immersion, and let me show you a few things. And this is specifically, for example, why I couldn't get into Elite Dangerous, for example, because the immersion is of course a part of every game, and that's something you need to even play that game. And there's a lot of people who support Elite Dangerous and who might disagree because they're having a great time, and I'm saying to them, more power to you. I mean, I really don't want to belittle your experience. It's awesome that you can have fun with it. I would probably have fun with Elite Dangerous have I not played different space sims, I don't want to say in the future, in the past. So let me just give you a few examples so maybe you'll understand a little bit of, better why and what I mean by it and why I can't get into Elite Dangerous today. Now here you see Elite Dangerous, and this is when you land on a station or a bigger or smaller station, whatever. There's even some smaller stations, I think, on planets right now that they added with the horizons, and this is what it looks like when you're at the station. And this is the first thing that bothered me a whole lot. This window that you see in front of you is the same wherever you go. This is what it looks like. You can travel for weeks, like real time weeks, real life weeks, because this is a huge galaxy. They really made an awesome galaxy, and you can go to the other end of the galaxy, which you need a shitload of time because it's really huge. It's amazing what they've done. That's one of the things that they've really done awesome. I mean, the whole galaxy that they've put together and the physics and everything, it's I want to praise it a little bit because there's really good things that they've done with this game. But wherever you go, this is what you'll see. The market, the ship sales, you know, want to buy commodities. This in every station that you land on, this is the same as if you haven't traveled not light years but like 5 miles to another shop or something, you know. So let me show you another example why this bothers me so much. This is Freelancer now, a game that is old, 15 years old, and I'm gonna repeat that a few more times. I left the sound purposefully on a little bit so you can hear the atmosphere here. You see the city that you're landing on, you know, you get the sense of that world and what it looks like. You get that music that sets the atmosphere. This is like more dramatic music, you know, so you know that this is more dramatic world, so to say. This is what it looks like if you go to your hangar, if you want to call it that, where you can repair your ship, upgrade it with weapons. You see the parts coming in, your ship, you know, coming in. You get a sense like, okay, I arrived here. There's a trader waiting for you, you know, you get that feeling, okay, I'm trading now with this guy, I'm gonna buy me some weapons or whatever. This is, again, I repeat, 15 years ago. This is what I played. I loved this game. This is when you go to buy some commodities, where, so let me show you again here. This is buying some commodities in Elite Dangerous, for example, and no matter where you arrive, you will have the same screen as if you never left the first place you spawned in. I mean, that just bothers me. I mean, that's got nothing to do with fucking imagination. Let me show you a few more things. This is what it looked like to go and go to the bulletin board, as you call it today. Go and get some missions. You go to a bar. Every bar is different depending on which planet you are. The music is different. The NPC that are there are different. You know, you get a sense like I'm on a different world right now. I traveled so far, you know. Now, they couldn't voice over everything in the game, so they found a solution, and it was pretty neat one. You see here, like, she gives you the mission and you have to read what the mission is, but at least she greets you, and you know, that starting conversation, like, you get the sense, okay, I talked to somebody and I got the mission on a pad or something because it's confidential or whatever. You can use your imagination. This is what using your imagination is, but this is 15 fucking years ago. I can't even start comparing the technology today and the technology that they had in those days, and still it was freaking awesome. You felt in that world, you felt immersed, you know, you had people talking to you, giving you mission. You had different, I don't know, worlds you arrive in, and the different feel you get, you know, you remember that the back screen, you can see even the ships were flying, you know, even you had the city in the back. It wasn't a still picture, but it was animated, so you get that sense. And I'll show you another thing here. You see here, whoever talked to you had that little head. Yeah, this is the pirate. So even the people who talk to you in your while you're in your ship, you get that little screen, you see their head. and you hear their voice, you get a sense you're fighting against some people, Now, this is what it looks like in Elite Dangerous to go to a bulletin board. And this is just, I'm mentioning just some of the things. I mean, when I click here bulletin board and I get something like this, I don't get a sense that I'm doing a mission for somebody, or that it might be important, or just get that connection. You have the voice. We people are specific in that regard. You get a lot of from just a voiceover. You don't even have a picture for who you're working. It could have been just a still picture, a little drawing of somebody with a beard, or a bald guy, or a girl, just to give you a sense of you're picking up a mission for that specific guy. But not even that, you could have done a voiceover of those missions, even if you didn't have a picture. We as humans pick a lot of things up just from the conversation, the tone of the voice. Is it a female? Is it a male? Is it stressed? Is it nervous? Is it angry? All these kinds of different emotions. You pick that up if you want it or not. And that means a lot. That helps you immerse yourself. That helps you have a feeling about that mission. If he sounds angry, like that guy is pissed. He really wants that other guy dead or something. That's just something that goes on inside you. You don't even notice, but it gives you that sense of importance. When you go to do that mission, you have that those different feelings in you because you picked it up just from the voice that you heard. All those kinds of things. That's what I mean with immersion, and that's why I hate when people say, use your fucking imagination, because in reality, let me tell you something. If you're that good and you have that awesome imagination, save up the $60 you gave for Elite Dangerous, buy yourself a joystick, turn on the black screen in front of you. It can also be a TV. You don't even need a monitor. I'll write you down a few nice little stickers. On the bottom of the screen, I'll stick one that says cockpit. On the left bottom of the screen, I'll say radar. And then on the top, I'll say I don't know, space with planets. I'll throw some stuff even in that Elite Dangerous doesn't have. I'll put one that says aliens incoming, watch out. So sit down, use that awesome fucking imagination that you have, and you don't need anything else. It says it right there. It says aliens, it says cockpit, it says fucking radar. I mean, I know I sound a little bit ridiculous, but that's what bothers me. I mean, that's what pisses me off when people say stuff like that. Like, you don't understand Elite Dangerous. You don't have any imaginations. You want everything on your. No, it's not the point. It's really not the point. The point is the technology is there. There's stuff they can do that could blow our minds away. But that's not even a problem. I don't need Elite Dangerous to blow my mind away because I have Star Citizen that's going to do that. I would love to have a space simulation that I can immerse myself in. That's why I use these little old footages from Freelancer just to show you what we had 15 fucking years ago and why I have a problem immersing myself now in Elite Dangerous. The only voice you can hear in this game is here in this station. No, we can't hear it, even that. There was a female voice right now. And that's also nice, I love that. That sounds amazing, but that's the only fucking voice you'll hear in this game. And that's only in these big stations. All the other small ones won't even, or maybe they do. Don't hold that against me. I'm sorry, I didn't play this game that much at the end. I spent 25 hours in it and I just couldn't get into it because wherever I go, everything looks the same to me, and that just totally kills it for me. Like there's nothing you can find except a few nice screenshots from some 3 stars, that are together, and that's also beautifully done. The whole universe, that's all. But there's nothing else there. There's nothing else there. You're gonna land at a station that is exactly like this. Maybe it looks a little bit different, but as soon as you land, that difference is gone. It's gone. Like at least change the fucking color or something. I don't know. It just upsets me because I would love to play it. Honestly, I don't have anything personal against Elite Dangerous. I would love to have a space simulation I can immerse myself in. But when I carry a canister that says eggs or it says slaves on it, and it has like nothing that, use your imagination so it's different. Fuck off. I mean, fuck off. A little picture in the left upper corner, something, people screaming, or, uh, I don't know, those faces like in agony, you know, in the canister. When you click on the canister, you see that little picture. That would make a huge fucking difference, you know, just to give you that sense of I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but you know, I wanted to just make this point. I wanted to show you a little bit what bothers me, why I can't get into Elite Dangerous, for example, specifically because that's the another space sim right now that we have that we can play while Star Citizen is still developing. But yeah, and then you have, of course, this game that, of course, spoil us a little bit also. I mean, at least me, when I go to Elite Dangerous now and I can't go out like I can here and follow a spaceship while EVA with my gun in my hands. I mean, you know, that's. But again, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind just being a spaceship again and flying through a universe that Elite Dangerous made because I love it. I love the when you jumping, when you're doing that light speed jumps between universes and everything. I was blown away. It looks very cool. I love the music also that they're playing. There's a lot of stuff I liked. I liked how the ships are handling, you know, in Elite Dangerous specifically. Uh, but again, the whole immersion thing, it just sucks balls. And then you get this, you know, I got the shoot the guy that is coming out of his spaceship. I mean, come on, what the fuck? There's nothing that can beat this at the moment, and this is just the bare bone. This is just the basic framework of the game that we are getting. So I'll just say this one more time. In the next 3-4 months, guys, the wait is over. We are finally getting features. We're gonna get procedure generated planets, even though we'll only have one system for now. I mean, it's gonna be a fucking awesome system. Trust me on that, because as soon as we can use at least one planet that's procedurally generated, that's fucking huge. It said like 996 kilometers. If you take Arma 3, you have an island that it's how much 64 kilometers or something, and it's huge. You can run around for hours almost, you know, on foot to get to the other end of it. And imagine just having one freaking huge planet on which you can trade, run around, shoot people, you know, refuel, restock, mine, whatever. When I just look at the mining ship that they just put out now, the Prospector, oh my god, I had no intention of doing mining at all. When I saw this ship, I want to fucking mine. I have no fucking clue why. I just love it. I love it. Look at the attention to detail. The stuff that that ship can do. It's freaking amazing. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait. So, sorry guys about this whole rant and it went so long. It's like 20 something minutes already, but I just wanted to make this point and get that across and just explain a little bit to people why and what's kind of bothering. I think what's bothering most people with Elite Dangerous specifically, even though maybe some people don't explain it right, or you know, you get that defense of Elite Dangerous fans that, you know, use your fucking imagination, as I said. And I hope this cleared it up a little bit, at least why that's not a valid reason. So you know, I really don't want to just hate on Elite Dangerous. I would love. I'm even now when I think about, I might go and just fly a little bit more because it has some beautiful sights, but sadly that's kind of all that you can get out of that. You can fight with pirates and people, but you always encounter the same you know, humans in the same ships. Wherever you go, you can go to the other end of the galaxy, which takes a fucking huge amount of time, and you still encounter the same ships, the same humans, the same stations, the same, you know, and it just kills it for me. It kills any sense of you know, progression or just going somewhere for the sake of discovering something new. You know, you want that. We all want to be explorers, for fuck's sakes. Look at No Man's Sky, everybody's waiting for it. Just because you have thousands of fucking planets with life and who knows what on it, aliens, and you want to go explore that. You want that sense of unknown, you know? And that's what kind of Elite Dangerous totally killed for me. Like any sense that I will find anything different, you know, on the other end. So yeah, well, if you lasted this much, kudos to you. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.